previously on Hear Me Out.
Yeah, I think it's really bad because let's be honest, society is really ran by the few. Like most of the standards set in society are done by like a couple people, usually like celebrities and stuff like that. And these people don't always have a good moral compass. So because of that, there's not really rules or regulations to how cancel culture is ran. This is how Dylan says you only cancel people that you choose to cancel. And for the most part, these celebrities can't really cancel like they can try to cancel politicians and all that, but for the most part, they can't really like cancel the people that you know what I mean. Like because then they like if you're I don't know Bobby Shmurda, but you don't like how your manager like operating, you decide to cancel them. Of course, you get a couple of Bobby Shmurdigans to like, you know what I mean, go against him all that. If you Bobby Shmurdy trying to cancel maybe like New York City Police Department because they're way here like doing something illegal, people gonna look at you like, bro, what? You want me to go up against the police department? Like it's gonna be pointless because there's no like real regulation. I feel like there's by the same time you don't want cancel culture to be ran by like the government officials because then it's gonna be like adding it's gonna be like an invasion of like a person's mindset and they're gonna feel like an invasion of privacy because then they when it comes down to it, you cannot try to tell somebody how to think no matter how wrong or right it might be. And for you to try and force to change somebody's mindset against their own will, that's a little too much.
And I think there's a reason it's called cancel culture. You know what I'm saying? Where you don't get the culture from the government, you don't get the culture from law enforcement, you don't get the culture from teachers or parents. You get the culture from society. So like that's a thing that was made by them. And so if you run, we think it's bad now. Let it be run by the government and watch all hell break loose. Because when those people that's up there that we're always fighting, there's too many white men in the White House, there's too many white men in Congress, there's too many white men in the Senate, there's too many white men in the judicial branch and the blah 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 blah, too many white men, too many white cops, too many whatever, all the stuff that we complain about. If you hand it over to them, well, you guys are finished. Everybody's finished because those people don't care. They're at a higher level of if you want to say society or whatever. They're on a they if you want to say they've been placed on a pedestal just based on how the United States was formed. The basis of how this from the Constitution to the Declaration of Independence to the Emancipation Proclamation. I mean, every single thing that has happened, it has been done intentionally to keep whoever they want in power the way they want them. We try and we make strides and we do things. We put it in their hands. Well, just watch. Just watch. So that's why I was so confused about the question because it's like where else would you run that through? First off, do they even care about canceling people? That's the other thing. I think that goes with what Megan and Sue were saying about maturity. They don't care. They rule the world. They have that. He just put it up. They're the ones with the bread. Who can? I mean, if I just wipe out all the black people, that's more land for me. That's more. You understand what I'm saying? Like it just. I don't know. We call them the elites. We call them the elites, the ones who really run things around here. You can. I mean, hand it. Y'all can hand it to them if you want. It won't work. That's why well, I say it's bad. The only reason I'll say it's bad, you'd have to change the question to say it's bad how society uses cancel culture. But the fact that it's ran through there, it's the only place.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not like it's celebrities and stuff who's initiating cancel culture. It'd be regular, schmegular people who initiate the canceling. Um, Damn, I was gonna say something about something Willie said. I'm gonna just wait for it to come back to me.
I wanted to know.
Willie, you're talking about how they use it. It's a good question.
Wait,
But
was Ann talking?
bro, are you serious?
I'm so serious. I heard her. I heard her voice.
Bro, this
Right.
is like the third time I swear.
This the third time, bro.
Cancel Dylan. Cancel Dylan. Cancel Dylan.
All right. This time I'm gonna redeem it to you. You get the whole screen.
I wasn't even gonna say something that was gonna be quick, but
Oh,
I
Go
was
ahead.
I was just gonna say that to answer the question, I was just gonna say that yeah, it is bad because the people that are the people that are canceling, the people that are, trying to punish those for doing something wrong. Like you have to and like who are we to try and punish someone for their wrongdoing? Like we, as if we're perfect. I'm pretty sure the people who are canceling, the people who, oh, he did this, he did that, are not so holy themselves. They've said something, they've done some things that are probably worse than the person that they're trying to cancel.
She getting it.
And it's like there's no, by living in such a broken world, it is nothing but a man's nature to sin. I mean, that's what we're here to do. No one is perfect. We all make mistakes. So there's no power, there's no purpose in canceling. It's not gonna produce anything.
And
Can I say something?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I was just gonna say to Anne's point, like she said, like who are they, or like I feel like it gives them some sort of power to have that type of control over people's lives, and maybe that's why they do it in a sense.
Willie, your question. You stated a question. I think um, you said why are we canceling or something, or how are we canceling? Is that
Nah, nah. I was saying because I was addressing the question. I was saying like because the question is if it's bad that cancel culture is bad to society. Number one, I was like, there's nowhere else to run it. So if and I was saying if I were to change the question would be, is it bad how society uses cancel culture? But that's all. There's nowhere else for us to put it through. Take cancel culture and put it somewhere. You can't give it to the government. You can't give it to because they're the ones who run the place. Give it to the what's their name? The celebrities too. It's like Fayla was saying. It's the Joe Schmo who started the thing. Jay-Z is not worried about y'all. He's sleeping. When he wakes up and he finds out that there's a problem, then he'll start talking about it.
so? I like the question because it kind of extends it. It takes a deeper dive into the conversation. Um, I would say that cancel culture it wouldn't matter because it doesn't matter. The problem is the source when it comes to cancel culture. Cancel culture. Um, who is the one doing the canceling? That's the biggest problem I have with it. Who is doing the canceling? And as Ann was saying, is most people are hypocrites. So who's doing the canceling? Are you willing? And I like how you guys named a lot of people in the chat, like Cardi B. Why isn't she canceled? She drugged a bunch of men, stole their money, but we're not canceling her, right? But when some other male do something else, we want to cancel him as well, which is rightfully justified. But the point is, you gotta have it both ways. But the thing is that the way Cardi B has such a strong hold on a lot of you people, that you guys are not able to let go and hold her accountable. That's my problem with cancel culture, because it goes with the popularity or with pop culture or who's ever the most likable person. It's not about who's the most right. It's about who's the most liked. And that's my problem with it, because the source are people. They're gonna cancel somebody they don't care about. But if they're like, oh, Beyonce, I'm sure Beyonce got some stuff in her rap sheet. You can cancel her. You can cancel almost anybody you want. That's the reason why. Like it really goes deeper. Like is it a reflection of our society, bruh? Is that what cancel culture really is?
And real quick, that's I don't know. I could low-key agree with Dylan on that, because I just want y'all to see the how easily we were able to get R. Kelly out of here today. Yet how hard it was back in the 90s when he was doing the stuff that he was doing. I'm not here to fight for him and say, oh, he doesn't deserve to be in jail for the things that he did or whatever. But it's to say that back then when R. Kelly was in his prime, when he was bumping and grinding, y'all loved him. But a new generation grew up were born and met a man they'd never seen before and they didn't care about it. And they heard rape attached to I don't think I can say that.
Ooh.
But they heard bad things attached to his name. They heard bad things attached to his name. And because they saw those bad things attached to his name, it was easy to get rid of him. It was easy to remove him from the place because they don't. You have to be honest. Most of the people who were doing the canceling were not alive when R. Kelly was who he was. When he was this guy, you get on the stage and people start screaming, "Oh my goodness, R. Kelly!" Blah, 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 blah. So it's easy to get rid of him. It's easy to remove him. It's easy to move him out of the place because we don't really care. At least the generation that's coming up who did the canceling. We're the ones with the social media. We're the ones with the internet and all that stuff. They didn't have that back then. And even if they did, they love him too much to do that.
Wait, but actually, I like your point. But here's the caveat: they did want to cancel him. They did want to cancel him at first. I'll probably say he's probably the first biggest, I don't know, whoever the biggest influencer to actually be like, well, they actually attempted to cancel. But the thing is that they loved him so much. Like for example, if I create a whole legion of a bunch of guys try to cancel Cardi B culture, I'm pretty sure the same. If I try to get a bunch of dudes or whatever like that, a lot of people to try to cancel Cardi B, it will probably be the same effect R. Kelly did, as a lot of people try to protect her as well, because that's what happened. A lot of people are like, no, R. Kelly will never do that. R. Kelly will never do that. This is R. Kelly we're talking about. R. Kelly won't do that. That ain't a little girl. They went to all great lengths to try to protect this man because they liked him. They liked him. So the source is messed up. It's terrible. This is why it shouldn't even exist. Because you put it into the hands of everyday people. Not even everyday people. People that got their faces glued on their phone. Because the most productive people in society aren't on their phone on Twitter like that. Man, the last time I ever went on Twitter, bro, was when some controversy happened. It involved some disposal of bodily fluids and putting it on somebody's face. If you know, you know, bro. That's the last time I've been on Twitter. I don't be on Twitter. So most people that be productive, they don't be like doing this kind of stuff, bro. But
I know you made a point about how most people about who you try to utilize cancel culture are hypocrites, and that's very true. Let's be honest, bro. Most of these rappers that we've been listening to did some really bad stuff, and we were especially. I'm not gonna say that man's name, but the man who's in Utah in the mountains, bro. Y'all know who I'm talking about. His name, Young Boy, and all them other people like him. They did some very atrocious stuff. These people were like talk about people killing other people for no reason. They don't brag about it, but then nobody cancel them. And it's like, bro, if you're gonna go out your way to try to cancel people, I don't know, for like whatever reason, then why can't y'all cancel these rappers that be talking about crimes and all this stuff, all these atrocities that they did? Right, you know, TK, bro. After that man were like, people, two innocent people, bro. People so always trying to say free TK, no, you can't cancel them. Like, bro, what? Like, yeah, people are very hypocritical. They'll really try to cancel somebody over the smallest things, but the big things that people do wrong, they'll try to let it slide because, I like your music, or, you're a cool person.
Hey, Vinci. I know why they think is. That's how you feeling?
About what? TK?
Come on, Dylan.
Oh.
What?
Bro, Vinci, I know I got the answer to your question, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I know why they won't cancel them. They won't cancel Young Boy because Young Boy get with you. They won't cancel TK because TK get with you. Some bullies, bro.
You said they get what?
They'll get with you.
He's basically they can reach. That's what it is. They know that if I attack this person from back here, from behind you, he can't come get me. But if I attack this rapper who he's in his songs and he's talking about killing who, doing what, if he sends his goons to come get me, I'm finished. It's like Sue was saying, that's bullying 101. You pick on somebody you can pick on. And so that's why that little thing that you see in the cartoons all the time, pick on someone your own size.
So, oh, you muted yourself. I don't know how.
Yeah.
But
You're only fighting me like this because you can, because you're bigger than me. You're way stronger than me, and I can't do anything to you. But let somebody the same size as you or bigger do this, and you treat them like that. Let's see how you act like that. Then, you're not wrong.
the funny thing is, I keep telling you, it keeps going deeper. You can't cancel people that got real power. You cannot cancel people that have real power. I was watching this video. It was 50 Cent. I think he was like the Breakfast Club or whatever like that. And he was saying that like, oh, how'd you not get canceled? You know, you be saying all these wild things. You be doing all these crazy things. Why can't you be canceled? This man said, because I still identify as a rapper. Now, that's a joke. Like, it's funny. But the truth is that he can't get canceled because he has real power. He makes billions of dollars a month, not even a year, a month. And he also identifies as a rapper. He's still respected in the streets, but also respected amongst the men in his suit and tie. So, such as, you know, the elites or whatever like that. You can't cancel people in power. You just can't. They're untouchable. So, again, what cancel culture could, what I find it to really be is crabs in a barrel. And that's what I really think cancel culture is. Crabs in the barrel. But last few points, we about to move on to the next point, question. Nothing? All right, cool.